Good morning, class 7. I guess you all are doing fine, great, and keeping safe at home. And every day I have to say the same thing. But, anyways, it's good because I don't get any replies back. So, I always am concerned that I hope you all, but by God's grace, everyone of Hartford and I guess all quite a lot of children around Muzaffarpur and around the whole country. I pray every day that they are kept safe by God and they're taken care of. So that please you all keep safe and don't get tensed or stressed staying at home. This is the time you have to overcome. So just lead a disciplined life, everything will fall in place. So you don't have to worry at all. Okay, so let's start with your SSC again today. So we'll be there at the function of the political parties. Last time we had done the election manifesto and the political parties, right? So I'm going to explain you today. I had given you the explanation of the manifesto part. So now what we are going to do is I'll just read that part and after that I'll start explaining you about the political parties, right? So what is a political party on a general basis? I'm going to give you the information and after that I'll come back to the book. So now I'm going to do the part where we left. Where we left was actually was the political parties, the function of the political parties and the role of the opposition parties we'll do today. So that's what I can do today. If we have time we can go ahead of with that to the state parties and the national parties. Okay, so I'll just read that part where we left. So it will be on page 217. Okay, political parties. A political party is a voluntary association of individual citizens registered with the Election Commission. It is called an association because it is organized group of persons who share similar views on national issues. It is voluntary because individuals join it on their own. Voluntary, it's up to you. No person can be compelled or forced to join a political party. Every citizen has the freedom to join or not join a party and to join the party of his or her choice. But how can a person decide which party to join? So, Samir was not interested in politics and never in political parties. He thought it was a waste of time. It was a fine evening. He switched on his television. A news channel was airing a debate on the issue of reservation of seats for women in the legislature. Speaking for their parties, various party leaders were expressing their views on the issue. Some were for it, some were against it, and some demanded major changes in the proposal. Occasionally, there were also heated arguments. The debate was throwing up diverse points on the view on the issue, which Samir had never cared to think about. He was quite surprised. He decided to follow the issue and study the points raised by the political parties. Samir is now convinced that issues concerning the society need a thorough debate. He also recognizes the role political parties playing in giving the shape to public opinion. Okay. What is a political party? How does it influence a government to run? I'll give an explanation also to that. Let's do this one. Each person has his or her views about the social, economic and political issues facing the country. A person will naturally like to join or support a party which holds similar views. Whatever you think or whatever you're wanting, and the same the party is also saying that, so you understand that. So again you have to go back to that manifesto. You have to read the manifesto of the party. What is it they are wanting to do? And they cannot go against their manifesto, no matter what. All voluntary associations are not called political parties. Only those associations which aim to gain political power through a democratic process are called political parties. Here, political power means to govern the country. Thus, every political party strives to contest the elections, win as many as seats as possible, and form its government. To sum up, it is important that people who come together to form a party should have certain degree of agreement among themselves on major policy issues. Secondly, they should be properly organized with a set of rules and good leaders to guide them. Without a set of rules and an organization, there may be a crowd but not a party. There may be a lot of people but no one to rule properly. There is no use. Thirdly, political parties need to be registered with the Election Commission. They must use only legal, constitutional and democratic means to gain power. Nothing else. A group that uses forces or resorts to violence cannot be termed as a political party. They are criminals. Finally, all political parties must promote national interest. Towards the country, their interest has to be. They must not encourage sectarian or communal feelings. No bossing around or any communal feelings regarding religion, caste, color or anything. Functions of the political parties. Now I'll close the book again. What are the functions of political parties? What is the main goal? Let's see. Function we'll do later. Of major political parties. A political party which has got electoral strength, means the votes, sufficient to permit it to win control over the government, usually with comparative regularity, and when defeated to constitute the principal opposition to the party in power. Understood? If I am able to win, it's okay. If I have the total votes, I'll make the government or I'll give it to the opposition party, those who are willing to do it. Number one. Number two is political parties, functions, importance, party system. We'll do about that. But first we have to know what is a political party. Again, I have to go back to your book. Political parties I have explained to you. Functions of the political party. How does the political party function? What does it do? There are several political parties that stand for election. We have seen that. The presence of a political party in our country is, it should have a healthy situation for the nation. If the political party is not healthy, how will the nation become healthy? It gives the people, or rather gives us a chance, more evolved and effective decisions so that we can make for the country. It drives other political parties to get better than their competitors, to win elections and rule the nation. This is the basic backdrop of a party. But what is a political party? Why do we need a political party? We are going to do that. Okay. It's a group of people. These people come together to contest elections or to hold power in the government. It is a way to motivate, mobilize voters to support common sets of interests what the party has concerned and goals. It motivates you. It explains to the voters what are we going to do, is it matching yours, so it's going to help you out. So then you see, okay, that's what I'm thinking, the country should go on like this, my village should have this, my city should have this, my town should have this. Yes, let me go for this, or let me join that party, let me do some work for them, with them also, let's see what happens. I'll come back in the next video.